welcome back to my channel, you lovely people. So today I'm here with a mukbang and I'm so excited for this one. I'm trying a new restaurant and we're in a little background, we're down the bar. I thought just dropped my lipstick. I thought I'd actually get a table that do it proper, like a proper mukbang, so you can see all the yummy food I'm eating. And yeah, I actually have so much to say. I literally love mukbangs so much because whenever I watch them, I feel like I'm literally sitting with them, like sitting with friends, just having a little girly gossip. So yeah, if you want to see me eat loads of Italian food and just basically chat absolute shit, then please keep watching. Today we're trying Coco di Mama. I wanted to try this for the longest time. It's basically this really cool pasta place. I know they have it in London. I'm not sure if they have it anywhere else, but I'm sure they do. But they now stock this in Zizzi's. So if you're near your local Zizzi's, go on Deliveroo and they should be selling this from Zizzi's Kitchen because they're like sister brands. But yeah, I've seen this before at London and always wanted to try it because I'm a huge pasta monster, like I freaking love pasta. So I decided to get a few little bits and bobs, lay it all out like a little spread and have a little mukbang. So I'm so excited. So we've got, oh my god, okay. Let me just get it all out and then I'll do close-ups. Okay. Stop it. It smells like insane. What's this? I think that's the dessert. I keep dropping stuff, I'm too hungry. Right, is this the garlic bread? Oh my gosh, okay, I'm excited. I really hope I'm in focus. I literally have no idea if I'm in focus right now. So the first one I got is called the truffle maker. In the whole wheat penne, you could pick whole wheat or like white pasta with like no extra charge. So I picked whole wheat. And then I've got the slow cooked bolognese because I freaking love bolognese so much. Ooh. And these are in the midi sizes, so they do midi and grande, which I'm so happy I've got midi because look how chunky that is already. And then I've got the garlic and rosemary pizza bread and a San Pellegrino, I feel like I said that right, in blood orange because I feel like when you order from an Italian, like when I order from Pizza Express, I just have to get like a fizzy drink because I just feel like I'm on holiday in Italy. And then I did get some dessert. These are called the Bomboloni, I think that's how you say it, Bomboloni bundle. And basically, they're biscuit-filled Italian donuts, like, that sounds unreal. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I bought some dip down for this pizza bread, but I didn't. And I did bring down this hand sanitizer to cleanse those hands after touching all this packaging. I did also bring a candle down, but there's just nowhere to put it. I wanted to make it like really vibey in here, but there's just not enough room, do you know what I mean? We're making do with what we've got. I don't know if to bring this camera closer maybe. Is that better? I feel like that's better. I feel like I was really far away. But cheers! Oh my god, I actually love filming mukbangs so much. Does anyone else do this when they have a fizzy drink? I have to like tap it because apparently it gets rid of all the fizz. Like, you know, when you open it and it explodes everywhere, apparently it stops that. So let's try this. Oh, that's nice. Orange and blood orange. Yum. Okay, let's try the truffle pasta first. Wow, I love truffle so much. I tried it recently this year, I think. Oh, not this year, oh my gosh, I'm living in the past. Last year at the Ivy, I had truffle chips and they're honestly delicious. Gosh, this is so delicious. There's me tucking away. I haven't even done close-ups. Okay, so this is the truffle pasta. How good does that look? And in comparison to my hands, is that quite a decent portion for just the midi size? And then this is the beef bolognese. And then this is the garlic bread, which I'm not gonna lie, looks the best to me because I freaking love garlic bread. And I love when it's like really thin and kind of like pizza looking like this. If anyone else likes truffle, I know in supermarkets they do like a truffle type mayonnaise and it is so good. I had it the other day with, what did I have it with? I can't remember what I had it with, but it was literally delicious. Like you could definitely just eat that in literally a week. Right, let's try the bolognese. Oh my gosh, that is like proper bolognese. Honestly, I'm in my element right now. I love Italian food so much. I made a note on my phone of all the things to talk about because little topics pop in my head during the week and I'm like, I need to talk about that. First one being my personal trainer situation. Okay, so this is quite embarrassing to say, but in my McDonald's mukbang, sorry, you shouldn't have your A-balls on the table, should you? It's bad manners. In my recent mukbang, I spoke about how I hired a personal trainer. She says shoving her face with pasta. Because I want you to see like real results and work out my calories and blah 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 blah, and basically it just didn't work out. Yeah, I don't know why, it just wasn't what I thought. It's like the workout routine, the food, like it just wasn't what I thought. And if anyone is thinking of getting one, I would just say go on, I think it's called calculator.net, and it literally works out all your calories and everything for you. But it was just a lot of money and a big commitment, and the main thing being my head just wasn't in it. Like I wasn't in the headspace to stick to a really strict routine. When you hire a trainer online, you have to like import everything into this app, like when you do the workouts, what food you're eating, like track it all on MyFitnessPal, and then that translates into this app. And then you have to enter like all your metrics into this app, and it was just a lot of things to do, like rating your sleep and stuff. I just found it a bit overwhelming, and yeah, my head just wasn't in it. So I tried it and it worked for me, but it's not to say I wouldn't do it again in the future, but just for right now at home, it's just not the time for me. Do you know what I mean? I just want to eat pasta. I don't want to put my heart and soul into something that I'm not mentally in it. But I really do need to like get my head back in the game and stick on a diet because my weight is slowly creeping back up. But it's hard, you know, it's hard to find motivation in lockdown. It's hard to find, like, keep the willpower, especially for your family at home. Like if your family are having a takeaway, it's so easy just to say, yeah, I'll have it too. Or they're buying goodies, it's so easy to just have one as well. Just being at home all the time, it's hard to literally wake up and find that motivation, you know? Okay, let's try this garlic bread. That's good. I literally love garlic so much. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Another thing I really wanted to talk about is, I saw this TikTok, right? You need to watch this on Netflix. Where is it? I took a picture of it. It's called Jigsaw, and it's by someone called Daniel Sloss. I think that's how you say it. It's called Daniel Sloss Live Shows, and he's a stand-up comedian. And the episode is called Jigsaw, and if you skip to 32 minutes in, oh my gosh, he talks like about this like analogy about a jigsaw puzzle, and honestly it's just eye-opening and so relatable. I won't ruin it because I really feel like you should watch it. Like it's only about a 15-20 minute segment, so it literally won't take much time at all to watch. It's basically this comedian, and he was saying a story of how when he was 9 years old, I think 9 years old, he asks his dad something about the meaning of life, and the dad says this analogy of a jigsaw, and he's basically like a jigsaw, like you start around the edges. So you have friends and families, hobbies, I think career, and I can't remember what this one was. Sorry, I'm like envisioning the jigsaw here. And then the dad was like, and the center of that jigsaw is your partner, like his wife. He was like, your mum is my like center of my jigsaw, like she's my main focal point in life, she's the reason I wake up in the morning, she's just like my like love of my life. So this little boy, Daniel Sloss, when he grows up, he thinks, okay, so I have all these things in my life, but my main focus and my main goal in life is to find a partner, and I won't be truly happy until I find a partner, because that's the main meaning of life. And he was just saying how he grew up or whatever, and he stayed in unhealthy relationships because his dad told him like getting a partner and getting a wife is like the main focus of his life. And it's honestly just so good and so like eye-opening, because he was basically saying how he come out of this unhealthy relationship, and he realized during this unhealthy relationship like he didn't have any hobbies. Like the girlfriend was taking all his hobbies away, she was taking his friends away, he didn't prioritize his career, he didn't prioritize gym, I think he said, and he just like was losing like himself basically, and just putting himself wholeheartedly into someone else and trying to make something else work when you're just not right for each other. Honestly, it was such like a beautiful like deep thing. And I know comedy shows are supposed to be funny, but just the way he did it, like it was, some points the audience were laughing, I was like, that's not really funny, but I guess he was like trying to make it in a funny way. But like some things he was saying was hitting home like so hard, and I was like, that's not funny, like you're literally laughing at like reality. But anyway, it was so good. And he was basically saying like, you can just stay in unhealthy relationships for the sake of it. He was like, say like Becky around the corner is his soulmate, and he was like, think of all the people in the world, but you just stick to like your first love or like your college love, just because like society tells you you should have a partner, or just because sometimes it's easier to like stay with that person just because of the heartache and the pain, or like if you have mutual friends, sometimes it's just easier to stay in these like unhealthy relationships. But he was just basically saying how like you can grow apart, and to say like Becky around the corner is your soulmate, like who actually knows? Obviously some people, like two of my best friends, they met their partners in college, and like I generally believe like they are soulmates. Obviously everyone's different, but for a lot of people you are not the same person you was when you was like 18, you know. And I feel like your priorities change, your careers change, your goals change, your mindset changes, and I think sometimes the other person, say they don't change or whatever, like they don't grow up, they're the same person, and obviously you can just fall out of love and stuff, but sometimes it's just easier to stay in those situations, you know, especially if they're like your first love, it's all you've ever known. Yeah, I just thought it was so true, and basically he was just, the outcome of this was basically like self-love, and how the main focal point of your jigsaw, like your puzzle, shouldn't be someone else, it should be yourself. And honestly, the way that the whole segment was just such a good way how he put it, like in much simpler terms. Like say if someone, you're trying to tell someone about self-love who like can't really relate, or like they're not super deep and emotional, I feel like the way he said it in like a comedy show, like everyone could relate to it and like kind of understand the idea of self-love. Yeah, honestly it was so good. And again, that's another reason why I love TikTok, because it shows me really cool like little videos and stuff like that. I'll leave the name of the documentary down below and the time you should watch it from. Oh my gosh, who has been watching Married at First Sight Australia? It is the best program ever. I honestly think it's better than Love Island. Like it is so good. It's on Channel 4. I think they play it Monday to Friday, and honestly I'm just like obsessed. Really wish I had some peronaise with this garlic bread. Peronaise and garlic bread is like the best thing ever. Yeah, basically Married at First Sight, it's I think maybe like 8 couples, and they're literally like, as the program states, get married at first sight. Basically, let me just break it down. So it's like 6 girls, 6 boys. All the girls meet, all the boys meet, and they're like all in the same boat. We're getting married next week to someone we have no idea. So it's like a hen do and a stag do, but in Australia they call it a bucks. Is it a bucks do or bucks night? So it's like the hen do, the bucks night, and then they all get married. Literally you have like his family one side of the altar, her family one side of the altar, and then the groom's there, and like the wife's family are like, oh my god, she's gonna hate him, or like, oh my god, he's beautiful, or like the dads, some of the dads, it's so good, there's so much drama. Some of the dads are like, you're not good enough for my daughter, and like go up to him, and there's honestly so much drama, but it's so good. I literally binge watched it in a week, and I'm now up to date, but oh, it's just so good. And then after the wedding, they all go on a honeymoon, which is literally amazing. Like they go all around the world. Like the budget for this show must be massive. And then after the honeymoon, they all move in together, like in their own little flats. But I think it's in one building. But it's so cool. I think it's like an 8-week, I want to say 8-week program for them. And like they do different activities. They go away for the weekend. And then every week as well, they have a commitment ceremony. And they decide if they want to leave or stay. And if like he says stay and she says leave, then they have to stay. Like they both have to agree to leave. If not, they have to work on the marriage of like counselling and stuff. And then they have like dinner parties, and there's so much drama, like there's affairs. It's just so good. Like if you like Love Island, trust me, this is better than Love Island. It's so good. If you're looking for a new lockdown series to watch, honestly, give that a watch. It's so good. Right, I'm gonna try one of these Italian little donuts. Let me do a little close up. It's got like powdered sugar on. Oh wow, look at that, wow. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end this video here now. I feel like I have spoke so much, so I'm gonna give the rest of this to my family now and save these little donuts for later because they were actually delicious. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like and subscribe because I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.